Have you been keeping up with metal in Europe? Because right now, I think they're, doing some really impressive things at the moment. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your boy, Matt Diazwell. I'm here talking music. Thanks for coming on by. Today, I am checking out the band called Paleface Swiss with their latest album, Cursed. If you've never heard of this band, they are a deathcore, death metal, hardcore, new metal, and all types of different alternative genres mixed into one. And they're based out of Switzerland, and I think the city's name is like Morges. And they've been a band since about 2017. They've dropped a couple EPs, a few albums, had to change their name a little bit. They've done a lot of things in the metal and alternative world. And with this latest album, with all those genres I mentioned earlier, they are mixing all these different things to create a very chaotic and interesting album that at the center of it, all these genres that they're putting together, they're definitely the strengths and also the weakness at the same time. These boys are extremely talented. I will give that to them. They have a very unique and tight play style while also being very creative, but I think that kind of hinders them at times because, this album can be very relentless and all over the place. So at times it doesn't feel very cohesive. I will say though, on the instrument side of the album and everything, it is quite impressive with the way that the band is playing here. It's really crazy how, razor sharp the guitars sound on this album. And throughout this whole thing, I was talking about how they have new metal influence. A lot of the guitar riffs remind me of like early Slipknot style playing in terms of the guitars because they have a very chaotic yet groovy feel to them and just a raw energy that reminded me of like the self-titled album of Slipknot. So I want to play a clip of Hatred so you get a sense of just how sharp those guitars sound. Just those guitars, just the way the groove and everything, it just reminds me of old Slipknot. Drums are providing a very good split between, extreme, blistering, fast speed, while also being very heavy and just very purposeful and just hitting really hard. And I'll give it up to the bass playing here because it remains quite commanding and weighted throughout the songs. It's really good at anchoring the band and just helping them kind of stay focused at times. Vocally, the band is definitely doing a lot of experimenting and taking their sound in different ways with either death metal style growls, more hip hop laced influence rapping, some clean singing, eerie laughs, spoken word sections. There's a lot of variety, and I got to give it up to the vocalist. He's definitely got some versatility in terms of bringing different styles on this record and his skills. And I think a lot of people, and me personally too, River of Sorrows is a good example of his versatility with the clean singing and just, having a soft spoken voice to it. So here's a clip of River of Sorrows.
Please tell me, how do you feel alone in this river? Help me get out of it, 'cause I can't keep.
It's definitely got an emotional weight to it. However, at times, the versatility of his vocals is kind of cool and impressive, but at times it can feel a little bit cheesy. And I gotta say, the album's production here, it's really amplified with just how clear and crisp everything sounds, and just the interesting soundscapes they're creating here, they all sound really good. And with that clear production, you get some really well layered instrumentation, and they're really creating some creepy atmospheres that you can really feel and just take on. Despite the technical prowess of this album, the different genres that they mix in here really creates a very disjointed and very incohesive feel of an album. So it kind of goes like left to right, up and down, and so it can be a bit of a not a smooth listening experience. Cool ideas, just a little bit clustered and frustrating at times. And I think a good example of that is on Enough, where they bring in some rap, not say rap, but trap like beats. And, it just feels like a very disjointed part of the album. And maybe it would have been cool as a single, but it just, the pacing and the flow of the album gets really disturbed by all these tonal shifts and genre changes. So here's a clip of that.
I'm the one to give you no attention, but I know that I'm doing it right now. I'm the one to attention, and I'm the one to with our shows. No, and I'm the one to give attention, but I'm doing it right now. But here we go again, there's things that really need to be said.
I feel like it really disrupts and hinders the flow of the album. Paleface is definitely demonstrating a fearless commitment to genre fusion and embracing risk and experimentation. At its best, this album definitely delivers crushing grooves, atmospheric tension, and just standout moments of creativity. I'll give him that. But at its worst, it suffers from jarring genre shifts and changes. Cursed is still a bold and diverse record that highlights the band's potential. If you're a fan of experimental heavy music, you're definitely going to enjoy listening and dissecting everything about this album, even if at times it's not the most perfect album or just overall good flowing album. There's a lot more highs and lows on this album for sure. I'll give them that. So this new album from Paleface Swiss, Cursed, is a good to okay 8 out of 10. Links down below. Check them out. I'm Matt from Diazable. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. And like always, see you in the pig.
Been thinking good things about you.